MultiVersus is shaping up to be an incredible experience with truly limitless possibilities. Its open beta has just started, and you can jump into the action right now and immediately play any of the starter characters. Unlike its direct competitor Super Smash Bros., there are no restrictions when it comes to characters that can be introduced to MultiVersus. Whether the characters originate from games, movies, cartoons, or heck are just actual people, see LeBron James, in MultiVersus truly everybody is here. The starting roster already has so many different colourful faces, and it's mind-boggling to think how this game is going to look a year into the future. While I'm sure everybody has their wish list of characters that they want added into the game, I've taken a more realistic approach. The following 10 characters are easy contenders for fighters that we may see released into MultiVersus very soon. Now, I am aware that floating around the internet is an apparent leaked list of upcoming fighters to MultiVersus, and while the validity of the list can't be verified, it looks even more believable now that LeBron James and Rick and Morty have been confirmed, the three of which were on the list beforehand. So with that in mind, I will be taking the leaked list into consideration, but I'll only be putting light to the few characters that are truly interesting. So the majority of my list is still going to be based on characters that are not mentioned in the leak. I'm Sean from GamingDeals.com, and let's hop through that multi-dimensional portal together and discuss the top 10 characters that need to come to MultiVersus very soon. The issue of most fighting games is that it restricts characters to bipedal upstanding creatures. Fortunately, MultiVersus have already made it clear that four-legged friends are entirely feasible in the game. Their original character, Raindog, the goodest boy, is on all fours throughout all of his attacks and movements. This means that the door is wide open for other characters who refuse to stand upright. Like our favourite purple-scaled dragon Spyro. For the longest time, Spyro has been a hotly requested character for Smash Bros, but for whatever reason, this witty wyvern has yet to make an appearance. MultiVersus is a lot more open and welcoming for a character like Spyro, and I would be surprised if throughout the game's lifespan, we don't get a chance to play as one of gaming's most iconic dragons. From gliding, fire-breathing, and even skateboarding, Spyro the Dragon is a character we definitely need to come to MultiVersus. When you think of legendary Western video game characters, Lara Croft should be top of that list. With her dual pistols, grappling hook and various fighting capabilities, there's no doubt she would make for a thrilling fighter in MultiVersus. Just imagining the voice lines where she would quip to the other crazy characters should make her a dream pick for any fan already. But in terms of cosmetics, you'll struggle to find another character with so many iconic outfits and looks. Whether classic, rebooted, or somewhere in between, Lara Croft needs to come to MultiVersus like today. Another thing most fighting games don't do is introduce characters that are significantly bigger than the rest. However, just like Raindog, MultiVersus has already proved that this is entirely possible within the game. The Iron Giant is massive, and he very well should be, and while intimidating at first, he still functions like your standard fighter. It's with this in mind that I think we should branch away from video game legends for a moment and shine the light on the next character who we need to come to MultiVersus: Optimus Prime. The leader of the Autobots, in theory, Optimus Prime makes for a highly entertaining fighting game character. Not only can he stomp and slam, but he can also fire projectiles, transform into vehicles, and be a rallying voice in the chaos. Just like Lara, there are countless cosmetics you can have for this robust robot, as he has shifted and changed a lot during his many years in the spotlight. But no matter what he transforms into, one thing holds true above all else: we need Optimus Prime to come to MultiVersus. Another character that shockingly hasn't been part of Smash Bros is the bombastic bandicoot himself, Crash. Spinning faster than Taz, jumping higher than Wonder Woman, and being more of a nuisance than Jake the dog, Crash will fit right into this roster. Though he'd be slim in terms of cosmetics thanks to his design largely staying unchanged for his entire career, his moveset could be extremely creative. Whether just spinning, punching and kicking, or doing more unique things like riding adorable polar bears into battle, Crash's possibilities are endless. Not only is this character extremely likely because he was included in the aforementioned leak, but also because he's an incredible pick thanks to his abilities. Imagine the fun you can have with bullet time mechanics, or the sleek and stylish fighting styles Neo implements throughout the movies. His whole character will transfer flawlessly into a fighting game. Naturally, gunplay can be introduced, but doesn't need to. Neo is much more deadly with his fists than with any firearm. Neo was highly rumoured as an Injustice guest character in the past, so it's not at all surprising that it looks like he's gearing up to make his MultiVersus debut. Neo is a character that needs to, and very likely will, come to MultiVersus. Toss a coin to this Witcher who absolutely needs to be included in the MultiVersus roster. Not only is The Witcher a hot property right now, but Geralt isn't even new to fighting games. Included as a playable character in Soul Calibur 6, Geralt is a veteran when it comes to clashing against characters from other franchises. With multiple swords, magical abilities, and a fierce personality, Geralt is a perfect choice for MultiVersus. If they wanted to make him the most popular choice for MultiVersus, they could even get Henry Cavill to voice him. This may seem like an unlikely prospect at first, but based on the incredible voice talent already on display in the roster, it is entirely possible, and very welcome. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are such an obvious choice for MultiVersus, I am shell-shocked to see that they're not in the leaked roster. Not only were the Heroes in a Half Shell featured in Injustice 2, but they are always so fun to play. With 4 characters in one, there's a lot of different options available from a design space. Unfortunately, there's one tiny hurdle that may stop these eternally loved characters from coming to the multiverse. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is a direct competitor to MultiVersus, and 2 of the 4 Ninja Turtles, Leonardo and Michelangelo respectively, are playable in that game. This may make it difficult for them to be included in MultiVersus until at least much later down the line due to licensing and marketing complications. However, again, these rights are deeply complex, so anything is possible really. Regardless of the legalities, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles need to, eventually, come to MultiVersus. Another character that has been apparently leaked, Godzilla is such a good choice for this game. Like the Iron Giant, he would likely be a huge beast that would stomp, slash and atomic breath his way to victory. Green and mean, Godzilla would be an instant purchase for many, myself included. In terms of cosmetics, you can only imagine the fun the developers can have with this iconic kaiju. From a rubber suit to the disgusting Shin Godzilla, he could be terrifying or hilarious. A brilliant fighter for any team, Godzilla is a character we need to see at some point in MultiVersus' future, and I hope it will be sooner rather than later. For decades, fans of both Marvel and DC have wanted the opportunity to pit their favourite characters against each other. However, MultiVersus might actually enable this incredible idea to be a reality. Famed Mortal Kombat and Injustice developers, NetherRealm, were reportedly working on a Marvel vs DC project. Is it possible that MultiVersus was this incorrectly rumoured project? Who knows? But what I do know is that I need to see Spider-Man webbing around the stage, kicking Superman in the face before scurrying away to safety up a wall. Such an incredible fighter would make for such an incredible character and could potentially make MultiVersus the best crossover game in history. For that reason alone, we need to see Spider-Man come to the multiverse, even though he's really used to that at this point. Easily the most popular TV show out right now is Stranger Things, and easily the best fitting character from the show to be a fighting game star is Eleven, the telekinetic badass whose powers are seemingly limitless. In most games like this, Eleven would be a problematic character for 2 reasons. The first being that she is a younger person, and for obvious reasons, game publishers, like to stray away from having children and teenagers in violent fighting games. The second is that Eleven does not use physical attacks, therefore it would be strange to watch her throw punches and string combos. Fortunately, both of these issues are addressed already in MultiVersus. The first is that there are multiple young characters in the roster already. Thanks to the cartoony aesthetic, characters simply bounce about instead of actually being hurt. Arya Stark is about the same age as Eleven and also comes from a live-action TV show, yet she fits perfectly into this game. With the second issue, the developers have made a non-violent character like Velma from Scooby-Doo viable and interesting, so making Eleven work with just psychic powers would be an easy feat. Stranger Things has only gone from strength to strength, and with inclusions in other games like Dead by Daylight, it's clear Netflix are okay handing the license out. It's for these reasons why Eleven is the top character that needs to come to MultiVersus. And that marks off our list. Can you imagine if all 10 of these characters came to the game? Just, wow. I'm sure that you have some other ideas, so please let me know in the comments, because I really, really want to hear about these crazy characters that you think can come to MultiVersus. Let me know why you think they can come, what sort of costumes and moves they'll have. Let's just discuss everything about MultiVersus. Though MultiVersus is free to play, if you're looking for any other games and you want to get the best deals, head on over to gamingdeals.com, where you can find all sorts of games from all sorts of retailers, and just make sure that you get the best price for whatever it is you're looking for. I'm Sean, I'm about to head back into MultiVersus, and I hope you have a great week.